folks.
Welcome back to the very first episode
of Running on Empty with Madison and Hannah. Make sure to scroll down and click that red subscribe button, turn on post notifications.
Yes,
and leave a like at the bottom.
Yeah, totally. So, this
Don't
is cool.
Don't try to ride my train.
I'm not.
You so did.
I'm not.
I fucking crushed that intro and you're like, oh yeah.
Ditto.
Don't fucking do that.
So, we're just driving around right now.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. It probably sounds like crap. Yeah, let's close the sunroof.
Sorry. Yeah, I got a sunroof. What do you fuckers got?
Yeah, and her Subaru Outback. She's a lesbian.
Fuck you.
So yeah, we're just like road tripping right now.
Yeah.
Just thought we'd...
Why are you making it sound like a fucking play-by-play?
I'm just giving them an update.
No,
what's going on right now?
An update on my life.
Oh, you're right. Okay. What should we talk about?
I don't fucking know.
What do you want to talk about for this?
Talk about pussy.
Oh, no. Edit that one out. Awkward.
I love how people on YouTube channels say something and they go, don't put that in. And
Yeah.
they put it in anyways.
Yeah.
That's the best.
That's the best. That's the content that I'm here for. That's all I care about.
That's the tea.
That's the tea. That's the dish. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
It's a look. It's a fit.
It's everything.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here in silence.
Okay,
Let's talk about...
hang on. I always think about this, like, whenever I think of kickers, I think of, like, kickers. Kick her. I don't know why.
Anyway.
No, you know, on, like, 22 Jump Street, when he's doing the slam poetry, and he goes, Cynthia, Jesus died for our sins. That's what I think of. I think of kicker, kick her.
No,
That's what I think of every time, and it's gold.
That's amazing. Now every time, actually I never get kickers, but every time I see someone with a kicker, I'm gonna think about that.
Every time I see a car, it makes me want to run them over 10
Kickers
times.
are kind of gross though. Like Red Bull tastes like acid to me. And why would you? Thank you. Yeah, you're right, because I'm just like really hard to get used to. Yeah.
Oh, I want to go. Let me go.
But yeah, kickers are just kind of gross to me. I used to drink them though, more as like a social thing, you know, so I could get acceptance from people. Because drinking Red Bulls is like a freshman in high school is like everything, you know.
Yeah. Same with like having baggy pants and having a like V-neck that goes down to your fucking belly button.
What high school did you go to? What the heck?
Yeah, just kidding.
Awkward.
Don't say that. Edit that out.
Sorry, edit that out.
Yeah, we all know that it's gonna stay.
Yeah. This is getting absolutely no editing, so that's fun. Oh my god, yellow light! Oh my god, go!
Ah!
That was fun.
Yeah. I'm a great driver. The fact that I've been in the ditch 2 times in 2 months on the exact same day, that must say something.
Yeah, conspiracy. Speaking of conspiracies, you like that segue? Speaking of conspiracies, have you heard about the conspiracy that the world is gonna like end on April 18th, 2018?
No. We're like making this up as you go.
No, it's April 2nd right now. That means we have 16 days left on Earth if the aliens actually invade April 18th, 2018.
Okay, remember when everybody said that back in like 2012 and 2000 and like look where we're fucking at.
Yeah, I know. But it's like this huge conspiracy on Twitter going
oh my
around.
god, no, I have a new conspiracy. Okay,
go ahead.
You know, there's like the Flat Earth Society and then that whole thing where it was like the world's gonna end in like 2012 or whatever. What if the other side of the globe ended in 2012 and do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes, I know exactly.
Tell me, you understand me, right?
Yeah, I understand you.
Like, what if the world actually ended for them in 2012 and like word just got out to our half of the globe?
I've never heard that in my entire life.
Our time is coming, like, this is our time. Or it's gonna just like keep
This is our moment.
This is our moment to shine.
This is our space. This is our area. Yeah, no, I don't believe in the flat earth thing.
No, I don't.
Because you know when you're up in like a high enough space or like area and you're like
you can
looking
like
out,
see it. You can see it curve. Yeah.
Yeah. And also the I don't know if this is real or fake. I'm gonna believe it's real, but the Flat Earth Society Twitter posted something that was like, oh, the Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, bitch, the vote. Like, no, you
I was
don't.
like, nice. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
I watched a video yesterday on Facebook of this guy talking about the Flat Earth Society, and he's like, I actually believe in all this, and I was like, nigga, you dumb. So, but he was like, the photo technology nowadays is just crazy, man. Like, you get what I'm saying. He's just saying that he doesn't believe that someone landed on the moon. He doesn't believe that the Earth is round. All this kinds of crap, because I guess there was this guy that actually thought the Earth was flat. Oh, he also doesn't believe in gravity. He just thinks that the Earth and the sun is just constantly moving upwards, which is what's keeping us to the ground.
What's he on?
Drugs.
All of them.
Yeah, and so, like, D, all of the above. And so, he was like, yeah, this scientist tried this experiment, and he was like, I had my buddy go out on a lake on a boat and float 16 miles in front of me, and if the Earth was round, then I shouldn't be able to see him. The Earth doesn't curve in 16 miles.
Yeah.
Do you realize how small the globe would be if it curved in 16 miles? It'd literally be, the Earth would be the size of Fairbanks. Like,
that's
that.
So true.
Yeah. And I was like, you're an idiot. Like, are you actually dumb? Idiot. Are you actually dumb?
But he's a scientist.
No, he's not.
Well, I thought you said he was a scientist.
He thinks he's a scientist.
Oh.
But
well, dang.
If you think that the Earth is going to curve in 16 miles, if you're standing, like, and you can see straight out 16 miles and you think the Earth is going to curve, you are wrong.
Well, Neil deGrasse Tyson is quaking. He is shook to the core.
He is on a stretcher.
He is, like, not even alive anymore.
Actually, he's just fine.
Also, R.I.P. Stephen Hawking.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I don't really care.
I was actually kind of sad about that, because, I don't know, I was just sad. I was like,
wasn't he kind of a dick?
I don't know.
Like, that's what I thought, you know?
I don't know. I don't know if he was a dick. I never met him, but...
Because he was like a dick about religion?
I don't know.
You know nothing about Stephen Hawking?
No, not really.
Well, shoot.
I mean, of course, scientists, like, I mean, there's some scientists that, yeah, like, believe in God or whatever, but, like, I mean, I don't know.
Well, there's some scientists who, like, separate their religion and their science.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a thing.
But how does that even work?
I don't know.
Oh my god, my grandma's at my house.
My dog is at your house.
Oh my god,
is that
yeah,
okay?
your dog is here. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick pause.
Deuces.
So, intermission. Okay, we're back. We're back.
And better than ever.
Back and better than ever. And now I'm going to elaborate on this conspiracy theory that I was telling Madison about. So, the conspiracy is called 4/18/18. You can look it up. You can Google it. Do your own research because, yeah, because I don't want to do the research. I mean, I've done it previously, but I'm not going to, like, pull it up now. So if you want more details, then you can go look it up yourself. But basically, 4/18/18. There's this video that's been circulating, okay, and tweets on Twitter. And basically, it was this guy. Are you going to say anything?
I'm just listening.
Basically, it was this guy, and he posted, like, a screen recording of this voicemail that he got. And he was like, oh, I'm deleting, like, my cell service or whatever. And he was like, I'm going into the witness protection program because this voicemail was like an SOS, but it was in, like, Morse code. Or not in Morse code, but it's like the, what is it? It's some, like, alphabet where it's, like, alpha, beta.
Oh.
What is
it the Greek?
Yeah, something like that, whatever that is. Oh. But this person was talking in, like, in those words.
Different language?
No, it wasn't a different language. They were saying, like, they were, like, spelling out words, but with alpha, beta, kappa. I don't know what it is, but yeah. They were saying that, and basically the message was, like, SOS, something, but it was an SOS, we're in danger, they're not human. That's what it was, like, translated out to. And people were flipping out. And they were like, oh my god, there's coordinates attached to it. And the coordinates are the area where the Malaysia flight apparently went down. Right? Yeah, bear with me now, okay? And then this account that, like, didn't have any name attached to it, DM'd the person who, like, put the voicemail up and was like, be warned, like be cautious or whatever. Yeah, like crazy stuff. And they were like, oh, this is in regards to the voicemail. And then more accounts kept like saying things in
like DMing him?
No, just like out in the open, being like, you better watch out.
You better not cry.
You better not cry. Yeah. I hate you. No, but they were like posting really weird things, and usually they were like in Arabic.
Okay.
Or like in Hebrew.
Okay.
Or like in some other language. And people would use like Google Translate to translate it out. And
Google Translate is not that like reliable.
Well, I'm sorry.
I mean, let's just be real here.
Well, none of this is really reliable at all if you think
Google
about it.
I used Google Translate on my Spanish final to cheat, and I got a C. So.
Wow. Was that with Senora Cabe?
No, that was my online class.
Oh my God.
I got a C on a final that I cheated on using Google Translate.
Miss Madden, if you're listening.
Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, just not even sorry.
Wow. Anyway, so yeah, people were translating this stuff, and basically it was really repetitive. All of these tweets were being like, hey, they're coming. They're not human. You better watch out. You better not cry. They're coming. 4/18/18. This is the end. Deuces. See you later. Pretty much. And so it kept just going deeper and deeper and deeper. My theory is that nothing's going to happen. You know,
really?
it's just I feel like it's just an elaborate internet hoax that a bunch of teenagers like came up with to get the whole internet like going crazy, you know?
Yeah.
It's
for the views. It's
incredibly elaborate though. If you like look at all of the different parts and pieces coming together, it's really like planned out. So
nothing's gonna happen though. There's no way.
I know, but kudos to them for coming up with this originality. Maybe they're trying to write a book. I read another theory that it's called like an ARG. I think that's what they called it. An ARG is an alternate reality game. So basically
like virtual reality games.
Yeah, but like in real life. So alternate reality game. It means like a game that people come up with that's like in quote unquote real life. So they'll make like Twitter puzzles and stuff, and basically a group of friends have to like figure out the puzzles as if it's in real life. So I have a feeling that a group of teenagers were like playing this game, and they had someone come up with like a fake voicemail or whatever as like a puzzle, you know? And then the group of friends would have to figure it out.
Oh.
So I feel like that's what they were doing, but then a bunch of other people started taking notice of it, and then they were like, crap, now everybody's onto this, we should have some fun with it, you know, and try to keep it going and fool the whole internet into thinking the world's going to end or aliens are coming, because the whole, you know, Twitter world is very, very gullible.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, your parents would be like, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Mm-hmm. Well, that's like, people still need to take notice of that.
Yeah. Because,
hello. So now I feel like everyone is like believing this, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, people are dumb and gullible. Like, they'll believe anything. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know why they would want to believe everything. It's like, there's just obviously some stuff that you read out there that you just cannot believe. You know?
Yeah, duh.
Well, but some people don't have that common sense.
Well, have you seen, back to the whole flat earth thing, have you seen the video where the guy's like, here's proof that the world is flat? And he like took a ball and he was like, you know, the whole world is oceans and stuff, right? And then he poured water onto the ball and it all spilt off. And he was like, oh.
But the ball doesn't have its own center of gravity. Like
I know, that's what I'm saying. But listen, they were like, well, if the world is a ball, then all the water would just fall off. And then he took a plate, you know, a freaking plate which has the edges on it, and he poured water on it, and he was like, this is proof that the world is flat because all the water is staying on the plate. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. You know, because if you grabbed something that's actually flat, then the water would still fall off.
I mean, you could get a couple of droplets on there, but yeah. But not even that. Though that video that I was saying, the guy was saying, because people were like, well, what about all the water? Like, shouldn't it fall off the edge or whatever? And why aren't people falling off the edge? their theory is that Antarctica at the top, instead of it just being one like thing at the top of the globe, is that Antarctica is a giant ice wall that just surrounds the entire flat Earth. And that eventually, once global warming happens, it's going to melt Antarctica, and then the water is going to start flowing off the Earth, and people are going to flow off the Earth.
That's why people are so scared about global warming?
Apparently, for people that believe in flat Earth. But, I mean, global warming, don't get me wrong, it's still bad. Like, there's nothing good about global warming because, you know, pollution. But, I mean, I'm serious. Global warming is bad, okay? Whether you believe in the Flat Earth Society or not. But for people that do, if they think it's bad for a whole other reason than what we do. We know it's bad because where are the penguins going to go? Where are the polar bears going to go?
Where are the penguins going to go?
Where are they going to go?
What about the animals, man?
Where are they going to go?
Where are they going to go, dude?
Humans don't live on Antarctica. I mean, some probably do, but they're dumb.
Did you see, I saw this thing on Facebook that The Lion King, the musical, is opening in Antarctica.
No.
I didn't, watch the video, but I saw the headline, and I was like, how? Nobody's in Antarctica.
Maybe, okay, conspiracy theory. People in the lower 48, what they think about Alaska, that's what Alaska thinks about Antarctica.
Wow. Whoa. Mind blown, dude.
There's been people that have come from the lower 48. We've had people from New York and people from California come up to Alaska and talk to me when I'm at work about what it's like living here. You know, because I'm the only one that works at that store that has been born and bred and raised here in Alaska. Everybody else has grown up somewhere else. And so everyone asks me, they're like, well, what was it like growing up here? And I was like, obviously different for what it was probably like for you growing up in California, but similar ways, you know? Mm-hmm. And so they go, what are the people from California? They said, well, what are some things that people think about Alaska that's just way not true? Go, one, everyone thinks we live in igloos. Two, everyone thinks we ride polar bears and moose to school, and people think we have pet penguins as dogs. You know, none of those are true.
Yeah.
And so what they think about us, what if that's what we think about Antarctica? What if Antarctica has its own society and they have a functioning city just like we do?
They might. I'm pretty sure they do. I mean,
I know they have science labs there. Almost positive. It would make sense for them too, and it wouldn't make sense for them not to. Because obviously there's photos of it. People have been there. We know that.
And I mean, people live in Barrow, Alaska, and that's kind of Antarctica.
But no one's gonna travel to Antarctica, do 1 day of studying, and then come back. They're obviously gonna stay there for a while. So what are they gonna stay? And they're not gonna sleep.
It's not like a single day road trip.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They might have the first couple people might have built igloos, but after a while they're gonna say, well, if we want to keep studying this and figure out what this place is like, then we're gonna need to build buildings to do their lab research. So we know there's buildings there. They're probably expanding, just like we are.
What if it's
like we did?
You know how when people envision living on Mars, they envision a bubble that you live in? Is that just me?
Yeah.
Yeah, a huge
no, that's
dome.
Just you.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm the only one who's ever thought this thought.
I mean,
so original. In Antarctica
or the moon.
Mars.
Okay.
But in Antarctica, what if they could? I don't know.
Do you mean just a giant dome?
They live in
society?
a dome just to keep out the weather or something?
Oh, okay. I know what you mean. I don't know.
Maybe
I
not.
never thought about that.
It's probably, I don't know.
But when I think of people living on Mars, I just picture Mars so small that you can stand and actually see it curve right away. And that I just picture it very small, and that there's a couple buildings here and there. Someone said they were going to open up a hotel on
crazy?
Mars.
Nice.
I heard that, and I don't know
Book
if it's
me a
true.
room.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sign me up. No, have you ever heard the thing where it's if you go to Mars, you can never come back to Earth because your body will adjust to the gravity, and if you come back, then you'll get crushed or something?
Well, you'd have to take some time slowly adjusting to it. You're being
I am being paged. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. What? Okay, so we're just gonna close it out right now. That was just a little preview of our first podcast
on conspiracies. We will dig deeper. Drop your comments below.
Tell us your
conspiracy theories.
If you have any suggestions, just let us know.
Tell us your favorite color.
Tell us,
But if you have, what's your favorite color?
Tell us a fun fact about yourself. introduce yourself in the comments below. And we will see you next time
on Running on Empty.
On Running on Empty podcast with Madison.
And Hannah.
I almost said Madison Breazeale.
Yeah.
With Madison, Harvey, and Hannah Breazeale. Peace out.